Fishing has been carried out at Cullen for at least 500 years. The harbour was built in 1817 and was once busy with herring fishing. Today it is used mainly by pleasure craft. The village specialised in the export of smoked haddock and had at one time 3 large curing houses. The Moray Firth is home to one of only 2 resident populations of bottlenose dolphins in Britain. Watch carefully, and you may spot the dolphins leaping and playing. St Andrew's Castle was built for the bishops and suffered at the hands of their enemies. Most of what you can see dates from between 1400 and 1560. Anstruther was the capital of the Scottish herring industry until the shoals deserted the Forth during the Second World War. Boats still sail out from the harbour bringing in shellfish. The name Pittenweem can be roughly translated from Pictish and Gaelic to place of caves. It is now famous for its well-preserved merchant buildings, characterized by their white walls and red roofs, influenced by Fife's trading links with Belgium and the Netherlands. Giles House was built in the first half of the 17th century for Captain James Cook, who carried Charles II to France after his defeat at the Battle of Worcester. The Palace, a grand merchant's house, was built in several stages between 1597 and 1611 by Sir George Bruce, a descendant of the Scottish King Robert the Bruce. Culross Townhouse, 1626, contains the former council chamber, courtroom and prison cells. Witches were confined in the upper attics. There are 2 original painted ceilings. The Royal Borough of Culross nestles in a hollow on the Fife side of the Firth of Forth, known as Torrey Bay. It now consists mainly of 16th and 17th century architecture. Saint Cerf is believed to have founded the monastery here in the 5th century. In the 6th century, Saint Mungo, who founded Glasgow Cathedral, was born in Culross. These are the remains of a religious powerhouse whose enterprising monks mined coal as well as praying for salvation. Saint Cerf is believed to have founded a monastery here in the 5th century. The monastery was founded in 1217 on the hill crest, but only fragments of it remain. The tower, now incorporated into the abbey church, is thought to have been built in the 16th century. Oh, we do love to be beside the seaside, and the folk of Fisher Row are no exception. Promenading, that much favoured Victorian pastime, remains as popular today with or without a dog. You can still buy ice creams locally. Barks and fishing boats have given way to yachts and dinghies. Water skiing began in the 90s, followed 20 years later by the Scotland-wide phenomenon of coastal rowing. This is all that's left of the historic St Andrew's Kirk. In the 18th and 19th centuries, whilst a thriving fishing port, Eyemouth also became notorious as a centre for smuggling. As the Scottish port nearest to the continent, it became the most accessible place for the illicit import of spirits and other goods. This must have cost a great deal of money, and it seems likely that his respectable business provided a cover-up for Nisbet's participation in the smuggling trade. The house itself is reputed to have secret passages and a fireplace which could be swung open like a gate, as well as huge cellars large enough to hold hundreds of kegs of smuggled brandy.